A very good afternoon and welcome to UBC Lunchtime News with me, Maureen Babidie. We're already halfway the year. It's a happy new month, 1st of July 2025. My name is Maureen Babidie once again. In our first report this afternoon, the National Identification and Registration Authority, NIRA, has called on the public to report any cases of extortion during the ongoing mass national ID renewal and replacement exercise. According to Registrar Claire Olama, the authority is receiving several complaints through its toll-free lines, and investigations are currently underway to address the continuous allegations from the public.
What makes a document valid? What makes a document valid is that that document is issued by a government authority. So the national ID you have, was it issued by NIRA? Yes. Does it have your names as the holder? Yes. Is the NIN on that card yours? Yes. Is the expiry date still ahead? Yes. So the document is valid because the issuer is legitimate and the facts on the card are legitimate. So yes, those documents are valid and no one should tell you they are wrong. But this is the mix to it. Every organization from time to time will upgrade technology. And so even us at NIRA, we are improving the technology of our cards. So the new system is going to issue a rather different type of cards that will have iris and improved technology features. So we are saying that the old documents are valid even when we are introducing a new format moving forward. However, we are saying if you have time and you want, you may come and do an early application to get the new technology card. But that does not make your old document invalid. Temwalaba ko bwa 10 bukadde n'obupya nga zonna sente. No, that is the question. Isn't there a 1,000 coin and a 1,000 paper notes? Aren't they both valid? Haven't you seen old type permits and the new types of permits? Aren't they both valid? So do not be sensational. Temukiriza abantu kubategerera. Don't let anybody fool you. Those cards are valid, but we are saying you're welcome to apply for an early renewal and get the new format cards. Hold the line and report your issue. If you have a smartphone WhatsApp, quarter video, record the video and send us that evidence on 0766 501 071. 0766 501 071. Please report. Do not be cheated. This program is fully funded by the government of Uganda. At no point are you supposed to pay. You will find registration forms at the center for free of charge. If you don't want, download from the internet on nira.go.ug. But please don't pay. This service is free. Even when the lines are long, do not take the NIRA officer to the zoo. Do not give them a tomato-colored note of paper. Tomutwala muzu, tomuteseza, tomuwa chinyanya, togaba sent. Line up and wait for your opportunity to be served. Do not suggest a tip to a NIR officer, and also do not accept for a NIR officer to solicit for you. Fighting corruption is dependent on you giving us evidence. Bwe mutaleta bujulizi oba olese tabu. Ataina simu lopera LC wo, lopera giso, lopera RD.
You have heard from the horse's mouth. Now in more news, government says humanities teachers that have been on a sit-down strike for almost a month have resolved to call off the strike and resume teaching. According to the Minister of Public Service, Muruli Mukasa, the decision was reached after a meeting with President Museveni and the Minister of Education, Janet Museveni. In the meeting, the President agreed to enhance the arts teachers' salaries starting 2026-27 financial year. Minister Muruli Mukasa, alongside the State Minister for Higher Education, Joseph Muyingo, and that of State for Finance, Amos Lugolobi, were addressing the media center in Kampala this morning.
Good morning. Construction of staff housing for all teachers to improve teachers' living conditions to be coordinated and implemented by the Ministry of Education and Sports. 3, studying the possibility of providing free education for deserving children of teachers in a government post-secondary institution. And 4, a financial contribution to the Humanities Teachers Circle. 5, to explore the possibility of reducing pay-as-you-earn for civil servants to enhance their take-home salary. His Excellency the President underscored the importance of patience and collaboration as government develops sustainable measures to harmonize remuneration in the education sector. The leadership of the Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union confirmed their commitment to call off the industrial action and resume duty with immediate effect. Accordingly, marking of the Uganda National Examinations Board assessments and all related academic activities will resume Tuesday, 1st of July, 2025. The Ministry commends all stakeholders for their constructive engagement and remains committed to addressing teachers' concerns in a manner that safeguards learners' rights and ensures the stability of the education system. The Ministry appreciates the patience and cooperation of learners, of the parents, and the public during this period, and remains committed to working with all stakeholders to ensure sustainable solutions to the long-standing pay disparities for God and my country. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that report. Now, the top management of a Presidential Industrial Skilling Hub, led by Engineer Raymond Kamugisha, the Director of Presidential Projects and Industrial Hubs, has today met and held fruitful discussions with officials from the Uganda Vocational and Technical Assessment Board at the National Skills Assessment Center in Chambogo. We have the details.
Uganda Vocation and Training Assessment Board oversees the assessment and certification of candidates in various technical and vocational education and training programs. This process ensures that trainees possess the necessary competencies that meet industry standards, enhancing their employability and productivity. During the meeting, both parties deliberated on ways in which the Skilling Hub learners will be assessed in order to fit within the required job market standards.
Today we have had a meeting with the director and his team of residential industrial hubs, and we have agreed now to work together and forge the way forward to ensure that while their model of delivery is different from the traditional model of delivery of technical schools.
Executive Secretary of Uganda Vocational and Technical Assessment Board, OSJ Onesmus, welcomed the team from State House and said that the management of board is ready to work with the Skilling Hub team to improve on the quality and standards of the learners being trained.
And our role will be to assess the students, but also to review the ATPs they have been using and make sure that they are in tandem with the new legislation in as far as the TVET Act is concerned. And we shall come out with a memorandum of understanding and how we are going to operate with them. We have agreed on several actions, but some of them is that we review the assessment, technical, the ATPs, but also we work together on how to formulate other ATPs that relate to different opportunities that are at different regions. And that will help us to have the students who can do the work in their different localities and get opportunities.
On this part, Engineer Kamgisha said they decided to meet the management of Uganda Vocational and Technical Assessment Board for guidance and ensure that they are in better line with the new legislation in order to serve Ugandans better. Engineer Kamgisha further explained why President Museveni came up with the Skilling Hub program.
In areas of assessment, and also to make sure that since they have merged DIT with UBTEB, and DIT was the one that was concerned with our assessments. So it was prudent that we come so that we're in line with the new legislation so that we work within the land, we serve Ugandans better. Presidential Industry Hubs is a program, of course, started by His Excellency the President of Uganda, General Kaguta Museveni, to tap into the masses of Ugandans, the young people of this country that lack jobs and skills to be employable.
Thank you so much. Now, Chira Municipality MP Semuju Nganda has officially picked expression of interest forms to retain his parliamentary seat. While addressing the media shortly after, Semuju pledged to continue serving his people effectively.
Funds in the football match. They are in Parliament to make a proud and cheer those of us who are making a contribution. Today we begin a journey here. This journey is to allow some human to go back to Parliament, but also to speak to the rest of the country. Because you can't play alone. This Parliament has 530 MPs, but just about 50. The rest of them you see shots just seated in Parliament and sharing those who are doing their work. So we have educated all of us, you people of Chira, you have the best MP without doubt. The football team to go and represent us. So to my party, PFF, I want to thank you for giving me the forms and Allah willing. Thank you very much. And I am ready to be deployed to help this big platform to move from village to village. Many of these people will respond us to mobilize Ugandans to bring an end to the 40-year-old Museveni rule. A man and his family who think they live in heaven and they think about us every day instead of the
Thank you so much. Now, youth need to avoid drug abuse and become ambassadors of positive social change. Former MUB's Principal Professor Waswa Balunywa says today's youth are tomorrow's leaders, hence the need for today's African nations to reject poor leadership, which often forces citizens into exile as refugees. Balunywa was speaking at the African Youth Action Network's 10-year engagement event in Kampala.
Uganda is Africa's largest refugee hosting country, with more than 1.5 million refugees residing within its borders, those fleeing their countries due to breakdown of societies, wars, internal conflicts, and political instability. Civil society organizations have been of support to the success of refugees within Uganda. The Africa Youth Action Network, AYAN, champions refugee youth empowerment and gender equality.
Train young people. We're able to train young people as peace ambassadors who also went on to cascade similar knowledge and be able now to run their own organization.
Being able to identify, vet and onboard refugee youth onto different platforms that we work with, platforms like Harifo, like Chumia and Safe Border.
The Director of Balunywa Leadership Academy, Professor Waswa Balunywa, implored youth during the 10-year anniversary engagement to be ambassadors of social change.
Leaders show people the way. Leaders are change makers. If you lift the hand of somebody who is poor and you are able to give an income, you are really changing this person's life. So leaders are people who usually are ahead of us. They can be behind us and lead us the way, but they are very important in society, and as you as young people.
The youth were also cautioned against drug abuse, HIV/AIDS education during this engagement.
So what can really be done is for us to continue investing in mindset change. People need to embrace the new changes that are actually happening, the new activities, the new technology that we're now adopting, for example, artificial intelligence, skills that are actually going to be helping us to change the way that we actually live.
To bring awareness to the people that you need, that drugs are dangerous. Like I said, if you are lucky, they'll kill you. When you're not lucky, continue with mental problems for a long time.
Although achievements are registered towards the well-being of refugees in the country, challenges still persist following the cut-offs of foreign aid by American President Donald Trump.
To us as local initiative that's actually based in the refugee settlement, the challenge is huge because this funding has been supporting a lot of IM, international NGOs, and also national NGOs, plus the UN agencies that are actually helping so much of the refugees that we are working with.
Ask the government to continue upholding the goodwill and the refugee policies that they have been encouraging us.
Rebecca Nantongo, UBC News.
In another development, the Chitabi Seminary in Bushenyi district has celebrated success upon emerging the winner of the Science Innovation Exhibition. During the competition hosted in Kampala, Chitabi Seminary's project of trial over SafeBox was the best among the 32 schools that took part. Other schools included Chitagata Secondary, Ntare School, Bubangizi SS, and Sacred Heart Mushanga. The success by Chitabi Seminary adds to others like in the Secondary Science and Mathematics Teachers Program and the 2019 National Physics Competition Trophy.
As a school, we are very grateful and very excited to have this achievement. This is not the very first achievement that we have got. In the year 2019, we received a trophy, a national trophy, in the field of physics, and it was just massive. Today, we feel this achievement is going to help us, particularly as a school, to enhance the teaching of science. And the students are also motivated. They have seen that it is possible.
It is your effort, okay? We last got a trophy from the national, was it in 2016?
Thank you so much. Now, more than 120 exhibitions have been showcased during the National Science Fair 2025 Final Expo, organized by the Ministry of Education and Sports at Kololo SS. The exhibitions come from 27 regions of Sesemat spread countrywide, and the fair highlights student-created projects often focused on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. Take a look.
Miro Del Gracious, a visually impaired student from Iganga SS, for a long time struggled with graphical work in mathematics. Determined to find a solution, he and his peers developed a tactile Cartesian board, making plotting much easier. He is among many students from across the country who showcased their innovations at the 2025 National Science Fair held at Kololo SS in Kampala.
We have been facing challenges in some subjects, for example mathematics, more so with graphs and plotting. So we come to realize that SNEs or visually impaired students read by feeling. Their eyes are in their hands. So for example, you might be told to plot -2, 4. As you're told to plot -2, 4, you look for the origin, which is this one. Then you start counting -2, 1 and 2, and then 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you realize that this is -2, 4. Simply, the visually impaired have got a clear physical imagination on how to plot different coordinates.
The National Science Fair is an annual event showcasing students' scientific inquiry and high-end creativity. It begins at the school level, advancing through district and regional stages, where the top 5 projects move on to the national level. We meet Aikor Kazmalto, a student at St. Mary's Diofe Girls in Arua. Together with her colleagues, they have invented an obstacle detector walking stick for the visually impaired.
It works with sound waves. This works with sound waves. It does not penetrate through that barrier or obstacle, but instead it's reflected back to this.
With such exhibitions that are done now, it shows that Uganda as a nation is progressing from one level to another. The government rolled out the competence-based curriculum, and these are some of the gifts or the outcomes that we are observing today.
Just like Aikor's, we meet Nabasa Martha, a student at Makerere College School. Together with her peers, they have invented a project that repurposes used urine-filled diapers to make animal beddings.
It is because we have realized in our environment there are a lot of diapers. Me and a group thought about this and we decided to make animal beddings.
So we are here today at the National Science Fair 2025 to support and educate the innovators or students about intellectual property and how to protect their ideas.
Crispus, Arinitwe, UBC News.
Thank you so much for coming thus far with us. We'll take a short break and return with business.
For your child for a whole year. Just pay school fees using Momo. Dial *165 *80 hash. Select option 2 for school pay. Select option 1 to pay school fees. Enter the student number and amount and approve the transaction. You will now enter the draw to win school fees for your child for a whole year.
Use dollars on your wallet. Bobby, again! What's the drama?
Drama? Colleagues, elections for special interest groups are calling. SIGs, elections, youth, PWD's elderly. It's time to vote for our leaders, June through August. From village to parish to district to nationals, youth, PWD's elderly. It's time, go vote your leaders. No! FOB! Elections are supposed to be peaceful. Easy vote, okay?
Youth, elderly, and persons with disabilities. It's time to choose our leaders. Let's show up and participate in the special interest group elections. Starting June through August this year. Your vote, your voice. My vote, my voice. This message is brought to you by the Uganda Electoral Commission.
Parents and caregivers, remember to immunize your children 9 times from birth to 18 months to protect them against vaccine-preventable diseases such as measles, rubella, polio, pneumonia, hepatitis B, tuberculosis, tetanus, meningitis, yellow fever, diarrhea, whooping cough, diphtheria, and malaria. All vaccines used for immunization are safe, effective, and free. This message is from the Ministry of Health with support from UNICEF, WHO, and partners.
Hello, Kampala, Uganda. In response to the national call of strengthening the traffic security, Good Products Group HGO brand has officially launched the Rider Selection Campaign. Registration is now open. Visit www.riders.hgo.com. Complete your registration now for a chance to win exciting prizes including motorcycles, exclusive HGO gift boxes, and official rider vests, all while promoting safe riding awareness. This is how to participate. Pay the registration fee, invite 3 friends to form a team of 4, and your registration fee will instantly be refunded. Begin your journey of honor today. Don't miss this opportunity. Join the challenge, promote road safety, and become a pioneer rider. For details, visit the official Good Products website at www.hgo.com or call toll-free 0800-335-555 or visit our offices at Kingdom Kampala 3rd floor to register now and win prizes worth millions.
1, 2, 3, 1. Zika. Hey, tetuja peta twetuke. Mochi. Mr. Boss.
I am so excited to be here in Kobalo, Arua. We've gotten our second winner from this place. All he had to do was to download the caller tune. He's a young gentleman. Convincing him that he's the actual winner was actually not easy.
I never believed in calls that could come to me anyhow because I was always a lot of scammers. But later when I confirmed, it was true. And I'm really happy I have received my bag.
All you have to do is dial *170 *12 hash and download the caller tune. Digida with MTN caller tunes. Owangule.
It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion. Shop and pay with your FlexiPay. Cashback instant. It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion.
It's a FlexiPay cashback explosion. Simply shop and pay with your FlexiPay at activating outlets and enjoy instant cashbacks. Terms and conditions apply. Stanbic Bank is regulated by the Bank of Uganda and customer deposits are protected by the Deposit Protection Fund up to 10 million Uganda shillings.
In the neighborhood, near stagnant water and mosquito breeding sites, malaria lurks, always waiting to strike. But fear not, for here comes Mr. Vaxa, the ultimate protector against malaria. For years, malaria has been one of the biggest threats to children under 5, making them weak and even putting their lives at risk. But now, the government is introducing a new solution, the malaria vaccine. The malaria vaccine is now in the routine immunization schedule.
The malaria vaccine is administered in 4 doses at 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, and 18 months. This vaccine will provide extra protection against severe malaria. And don't forget, routine immunization protects children from many deadly diseases. Every vaccine matters. Visit the nearest health facility for routine immunization services today. Mr. Vaxxer, the malaria vaccine is free, safe, and ready to protect our children. Will you join the fight and complete all 4 doses? For more information, call the Ministry of Health on 0800 100 066. This message is brought to you by the Ministry of Health.
Step into a world of excellence, comfort and pride with Royal Foam Furniture, crafted to perfection right here in Uganda. We bring you state-of-the-art living room furniture and bedding products at affordable prices. Our wide variety of mattresses include orthopedic, pillow top, spring mattresses suitable for institutions like hotels, and many others for home comfort. With every piece telling a story of royal excellence, our products are built with the highest quality materials made to last. Experience royalty with Royal Foam Furniture, proudly made in Uganda, so buy Uganda and build Uganda. Visit our showrooms at Ginger Road, Chambogo Junction, Bukoto Chisasi Road, and on Victoria Mall, Entebbe, on the 1st floor.
My name is Flight Captain George Michael Mukula, aspiring for the National Vice Chairman in charge of Eastern Uganda. The National Resistance Movement is a revolutionary party. It's founded on 4 ideals: patriotism, Pan-Africanism, social economic transformation, and democracy. General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, our historical revolutionary leader, has kept this country peaceful for the last few years. Uganda now is peaceful from the north to the south, east to the west. In this new term, our focus will be to address the issues of youth unemployment and to ensure that the youth are part of the vision of the transformation of this country. 2, poverty. We must ensure that we continue to reduce poverty in our population. Number 3 is to ensure that we deal with service delivery, to improve on our services in hospitals, schools, and ensure that there is water for everyone for production and to drink. We must also ensure that there is equitable distribution of wealth in Uganda. I therefore seek for your vote to be elected as the National Vice Chairman of the National Resistance Movement. Vote Captain Mukula.
Welcome back from the break. Now in our fast business report, farmers have been advised to look out for quality seed from certified seed companies to avoid losses in their production chain. This was during the official opening of the Ginger Agricultural and Educational Show, which has attracted stakeholders from Uganda and other countries. We have the report.
As the National Agricultural Research Organization, we are at the Ginger Agricultural Show, and what we have brought are innovations and technologies that respond to the challenges that our farmers face. For example, we have a new product called AflaSafe that is meant to mitigate the effects of aflatoxins in our cereals. This is a product that is ready to go on the market, very new, and it is going to help us, one, manage our health as we consume cereals, but also open up our market. We know that previously some maize from Uganda and other cereals have been rejected by other countries because of aflatoxins. Aflatoxins are those white stuff that you see that attached to, for example, groundnuts and maize when you store them in a place for some time. Now, we have a new product that can help us mitigate that challenge. But also we have a new vaccine on the market, the anti-tick vaccine. We know that ticks have been causing a lot of losses to our farmers, And this vaccine is right now going through the final stages of approval, and we expect that before the year ends, we shall have it approved, and then we put it on the market. This is going to save the country over 3 trillion shillings every financial year. You can imagine 3 trillion shillings is quite a huge contribution to our national budget. But also, we have the other common products that farmers deal in, the potatoes, the maize, and we are telling farmers that we have value addition opportunities towards all these products. For example, potatoes, you can use them in confectionaries to do bread, cookies, cakes. We also have cassava that you can use in various methods. This is all to ensure that our post-harvest handling and value addition rhymes with bringing incomes to the farmers. But also, in terms of forestry, we have a strong institute on forestry. It has brought Hass avocado that is high in oil content, and this is good for industries and also the international market. But also, we have our institute that deals with tea. We know that many farmers have faced challenges of tea being low priced, but now we have new niche market products for the tea sector that will ensure that our farmers get more from what they plant. And the various products that we have here, coffee, maize, beans, several of them, the whole chain of crops that Ugandans prominently grow, we have solutions towards the challenges that they face. We encourage all the farmers to come and visit our stall, but also, most importantly, we encourage the private sector, the industrialists, to come, because for us, we stop at research. The private sector is there to do the multiplication and take these technologies to our market and internationally.
Thank you so much. Now, still relatedly, Ugandans have been urged to embrace the new aquaponics farming technology to address food insecurity, create jobs, and promote environmental conservation. The call was made by Dr. Caxias Aruho, a researcher with the Aquaculture Research Development Center, Kajansi, where the program has been initiated.
Breaks the two, which we think even farmers can adopt. You can have vegetables grown with fish in a smaller space, as you see. So these technologies can be promoted, and most especially in urban areas. Urban areas, they have very limited space. If somebody can have such a facility, then they are good to go. They are making money.
And what we would want to inform Ugandans, because we have to acknowledge the fact that issues on food and nutrition security are vital for us. We have a young population that's growing. We are not eating enough fish. We're still lower in terms of what is expected to have 20 kilograms per person per year. We are also challenged with issues of water, climate change, but this is a system that allows maximum efficient use of water.
The fish will produce the wastes and the uneaten food that will move from their tank to the sedimentation tank, and the sludge is collected for later use.
Million metric tons of farmed fish from these systems, from aquaponics, from aquaculture, on any system.
I think they should make more sensitization to the people and make more conferences talk about this stuff, because it's really helpful.
So we are going to distribute the feed. Each of you will get a chance to grow to that fish.
We thank you so much for staying with us to the very end of this afternoon's bulletin. And of course, we'd like to thank our newsroom team and our coordination team for all the support provided. My name is Maureen Babidie. Do not forget to see us at 7 p.m. on our Luganda bulletins, at 8 and 10 p.m. on UBC Tonight. Good afternoon.
UBC, inspiring Uganda.